from St. Charles, Illinois.
I'm from Brookfield, Wisconsin.
Chicago, Illinois.
I am from Iowa City.
Joliet, Illinois.
Originally from Central Africa, specifically Rwanda, small country in Central Africa, but I've lived in Iowa and there pretty much, half my life there, half my life here.
I'm from Urbandale, Iowa.
I'm from Chicago.
Hudson, New Hampshire.
Palatine, Illinois.
I'm from Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay, originally I'm from a working class town, Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I've lived in Iowa City since 1970.
The rest of the country really doesn't see much of a difference between them.
Yeah, the Iowa kids wear their baseball caps backwards, and the Chicago kids wear their baseball caps forward.
Iowans are all very naive to the rest of the world.
The Iowa kids are not naive by any stretch of the imagination.
I think that music, for instance, takes about an extra half year to a year to actually make it to Iowa.
Here in Iowa, I don't know, it just seems like everybody's kind of a little bit behind.
They're in a bigger hurry. They tend to be more like assholes.
Iowans? Well, they're bad drivers. They're really slow.
One of the things that really annoys me is the way they drive. In Chicago, it's a lot different because people are more forceful.
They're in a hurry, yeah, stuff needs to get done. And another thing is they don't know jack about like small tasks like cutting and like woodworking, anything like that.
Every Iowan thinks that they can build stuff.
The idea that Iowa people can build anything is kind of silly, or that they're good with their hands at all times is very silly.
I think of Iowa the same as Illinois, just being basically an agricultural state.
Iowa's not all farmland.
Some people think some of the students from Chicago are a little more snooty.
They had this air of being better than everyone else, or that they knew more than people from Iowa.
Some of the people I met from small town Iowa have a certain ignorance about them. Some do.
I think that to some extent when you first get to Iowa, you have to be a little patient and understanding about people who might not have too much knowledge of what it's like to live somewhere else.
I think the people are very nice, but I think a lot of them are very hickish.
It just seems more culturally in tune, I guess. It seems like Iowa's kind of lacking in that department.
They talk funny, I know that. Chicago,
Sometimes you can't understand what they're saying because of the prom and God, and,
Besides the accent, I'm not really aware of anything else.
A lot of them don't know how to run a dishwasher or to wash dishes.
A lot of them are pretty lazy, don't know how to work very well.
I think we need to bury the hatchet with the Chicago people. They can teach us something about finances, we can teach them something about farming.
And then I got this other kid that lives on my floor, and he's sharpening knives. Who does that in the middle of their dorm? That's just not the place for it. I don't know. I guess that's a good skill. But I mean, what are you trying to prove something to me? I don't know.
Any other